Welcome to Phase 4 of the Calm Finance, Minimalist Debt. In this phase, we focus on the true cost of debt, not just the interest rate, but the hidden psychological and financial burden. You will learn why debt costs you more than money, how to choose the right repayment strategy, when refinancing makes sense, and how to free your mind from the weight of owing. No shame, just clarity and a plan. Now let's begin. When most people think about the cost of debt, they think about interest, 15%, 20%, maybe 25% on a credit card. But interest is only the visible cost. There are hidden costs of debt that most people never calculate, and they are often larger than the interest itself. Let me walk you through 4 hidden costs. First, stress. Debt creates a low-grade hum of anxiety that follows you everywhere. Researchers have found that people with high debt-to-income ratios have significantly higher cortisol levels. Cortisol is the stress hormone. It affects your sleep, your decision-making ability, and even your physical health. Chronic stress from debt has been linked to headaches, high blood pressure, chest pain, and a weakened immune system. You might not feel it directly, but your body knows. Second, opportunity cost. Every dollar you pay toward interest is a dollar not invested. Let me give you a concrete example. Suppose you pay $100 a month in credit card interest. Over 10 years, that is $12,000 in interest payments. But if you had invested that same $100 each month in a simple index fund with an average 7% return, you would have over $17,000 after 10 years. Your debt did not just cost you $12,000 in interest. It cost you the $17,000 you could have had. That is the opportunity cost. Third, reduced flexibility. Debt locks you into your current income and lifestyle. When you have significant monthly debt payments, you cannot easily take a lower-paying job that you might love. You cannot start a business. You cannot take a sabbatical to travel or study. You cannot take time off to care for a family member. You are a slave to your monthly payments. Every financial decision becomes about making the payment, not about living your life. Fourth, mental load. Debt consumes cognitive bandwidth. You think about it when you check your bank balance. You plan your spending around due dates. You worry about unexpected expenses pushing you over the edge. This constant background processing leaves less mental energy for everything else. Your work suffers. Your relationships suffer. Your health suffers. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. When your brain is constantly processing financial stress, you have less capacity for creative thinking, long-term planning, and emotional regulation. You make impulsive choices. You avoid important tasks. And ironically, those impulsive choices often lead to more debt. It is a vicious cycle. These hidden costs are why minimalists treat debt as an emergency. Not because they are scared of interest rates, because debt robs them of margin, peace, and freedom. Let me give you a comparison. 2 people have the same income. One has $10,000 in credit card debt at 18% interest. The other has 0 debt. The person with debt pays $300 a month in minimum payments. That is $300 they cannot invest, cannot save, cannot use for experiences they value. Over 5 years, that is $18,000 just in payments, most of it interest. The person without debt invests that same $300 each month. Over 5 years, at 7% returns, they have over $21,000. The debt cost the first person, not just the interest. It cost them the $21,000 of future wealth. And that is just the financial cost. Add the stress, the lost sleep, the reduced flexibility, the mental load. The true cost is even higher. But there is more. The psychological cost is real and measurable. Studies have shown that people with high debt loads experience higher rates of anxiety and depression. They have trouble sleeping. They are more irritable with family and friends. They make worse decisions under pressure. They avoid opening their banking app. They live in a state of low-grade fear. This week, I want you to calculate the true cost of your debt, not just the interest. Add up the monthly payments. Estimate the opportunity cost. Notice how much mental energy you spend worrying about it. Then ask yourself, is this debt worth what it is costing me? If the answer is no, it is time to make a plan. Next episode, We will explore the two most effective strategies for paying down debt, Snowball and Avalanche, through a minimalist lens. Subscribe so you don't miss it.